Oh, hey. So I'm about to watch the Ontario leaders debate and figure out who I want to vote for. In case you didn't watch my last video, I'm 18 years old and this is my first time voting. So I want to make sure whoever I vote for deserves my vote and is worthy of my vote. One of the provincial leaders, Marit Stiles, I'm pretty sure is how we say her last name. I don't even know. But anyways, the provincial NDP leader follows me on Instagram. So she automatically has an advantage over everyone else. Gotta show her that respect. So right here, I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, you know. I might let a few things slide here and there during this debate, but I'm completely unbiased though, completely unbiased. Genuinely, seriously, I'm going to go based off this debate. Who I vote for will be solely based off this debate. I mean, look, currently our premier is Doug Ford, so obviously keeping his work in mind, you know, things he's done so far, but let's see. So I'm just gonna kind of skim through the questions, and whatever questions I think are important for me, that's the ones I'm gonna watch. This first question here: what makes you the best leader to respond to the tariff threat? Now, personally, I feel like that's a federal issue, right? That's something that our prime minister needs to handle. So, you know, they have a lot more power to deal with these issues than these provincial leaders. How soon under your plan will everyone in Ontario have a family doctor? Okay, you know what? How soon under your plan will everyone in Ontario have a family doctor? Having a doctor is pretty important, if you ask me. So let's see what they got to say about this.
1 minute each. Bonnie Crombie, the first question to you. 2.5 million people in this province do not have a family doctor.
Pause. So she is the Liberal leader of Ontario. Bonnie Crombie, they just said is her name. So that's the Liberal leader. Let's go.
Each. Bonnie Crombie, the first question to you. 2.5 million people in this province do not have a family doctor. We see the strain on emergency rooms. You all have different proposals for a fix. What timeline? You know, when can people expect to have a dedicated primary care?
Yeah. Within 4 years, David, is the answer. So
within 4 years, she said. First of all, she's coming off confident right now. Okay, I like what I see. Just based off 3 words, she said, you know, within the next 4 years, David, that's my answer. You know, that's some confidence right there, and we like to see confidence. So that's a plus in my book.
A dedicated primary
right
care.
Here, she said it with confidence.
Within 4 years, David, is the answer. So I talk to people across the province, and they tell me they're afraid to get sick. They're really worried that the worst thing that can happen to them is to have to need a family doctor because they know they might not have one available. That's not the kind of Ontario that I believe in. The kind where 2.5 million people don't have a family doctor, 11,000 are waiting for surgery or care or treatment.
So right away, she's looking at her. I'm sure she has a paper right there. She's looking at it way too much. Okay, she needs to talk about what her plan is. Right, you shouldn't have to look at a paper over and over again to talk about your plan. So that's actually that's not good. She's looking at her paper, and I don't like that.
That's not the kind of Ontario that I believe in. The kind where 2.5 million people don't have a family doctor, 11,000 are waiting for surgery or care or treatment, or people in the north have to drive 4 or 5 hours to see their family doctor. And that's because Doug Ford
keeps looking at her paper, bro. This is not, she keeps looking. Look, me, right? I love presenting. I love public speaking, right? When people keep looking at their paper, it gets annoying. And she's a leader, right? She's trying to go and become premier, so she needs to know what she's talking about right here. If you want to look at your leader once or twice, your paper once or twice, that's fine. But she's doing it a little too much. I'm gonna give her 5 more strikes. Okay, 5 more strikes.
Doesn't believe in our public health care system. One of the things that make us so proud to be Canadian. It's time for a change. A vote for Ontario's Liberals is a vote for family doctors. And
I think she's off, guys. I think we gotta scrap her out. I don't think I'm gonna be voting for her. She keeps looking at the damn paper. Nothing against Liberals, right? Like when Justin Trudeau first came in, right? I was messing with him. He was looking like he was about to be a good prime minister. You know what I'm saying? This guy coming in, a young guy, coming in with good energy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. She's not giving me that same energy. And by the way, Justin Trudeau turned out to be an absolute flop. But she keeps looking at her paper.
How am I going to do that? By paying them better, bringing more of them, bringing in those internationally trained doctors. That could be your children who are trained in the U.S. or the UK.
She looked at it again. No. I gotta skip her. I'm sorry.
Well, first of all, there's no government in the history of this country that's invested more, 30% more than the previous government. That's over $30 billion. And we ended up going out there, attracting 15,000 new doctors, 100,000 new nurses, 30,000 nursing students in colleges and universities. But I can tell you one thing, you can't do it without a strong economy.
Okay, let me just say, he just gave a few statistics and he gave a few facts, okay? When you can say statistics and facts without looking at a paper, that says something. Now, he is more experienced than everyone else. He was just in power for a few years, right? It's not just about not looking at the paper. I like what he's saying so far. He's giving statistics. That's important, right? And no one's arguing his statistics yet, so let's see.
And universities. But I can tell you one thing, you can't do it without a strong economy. The foundation of our healthcare is a strong economy, and unfortunately, all three of them fail in our economy.
All right, Doug Ford, I'll come back to you.
I like that conclusion.
The question, of course, is how soon under your plan will people out there have dedicated primary care?
Within a four-year mandate.
Okay, now see, he's copying the damn liberal. The liberal girl said that first. I gotta be fair. But listen though, this guy right here, Mike Schroner, whatever his name is, he is the leader of the Green Party. Now look, I have absolutely nothing against the Green Party. I think the Green Party is absolutely amazing. They care about the climate. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna lie. But look. I think climate is very important. Climate change is a real thing. They're good for that. But unfortunately, the Green Party is not gonna win. They're not gonna win for the next like 30 years at least, right? You look at the polls. There's no point, guys. There's no point in hearing what he has to say because he's not gonna win. So let's see what she has to say. Now, she is the one that follows me on IG. So she got that. You feel me? I gotta be a little easy on her. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Thanks for the question. And the quick answer to that is our healthcare guarantee, which is that everybody will have one within 4 years. Having said that, my pledge is also that within the first 100 days, we're going to remove the paperwork and the administrative burden from the desks of our family doctors. Look, family doctors that I talk to, what they want to do is see patients. And they...
Hold on a minute. She said within the first 100 days, we're going to remove the paperwork from the doctor's desks. I'm confused. How soon under your plan will everyone in Ontario have a family doctor? Is she talking about papers?
4 years.
Wait a minute.
Having said that, my pledge is also that within the first 100 days, we're going to remove the paperwork and the administrative burden from the desks of our family doctors. Look, family doctors that I talk to, what they want to do is see patients, and they're overwhelmed with that paperwork, that burden. So we're going to make sure we get that off their desks by providing additional support, connecting them to family health teams. And I'd say this as well to folks watching out there. You know, 10,000 people in Sault Ste. Marie lost their doctors overnight, not that long ago. We have emergency rooms closed, an average wait time in an emergency room in
See, now she's just talking about the problems and everything that's going on, which is her job. But what she was supposed to explain was her plan. How is she going to make sure everyone in Ontario has a family doctor? And she was talking about, oh, I'm going to make sure that the doctors have less paperwork to fill out. Man, am I missing something? There's no way. There's no way, bro. She follows me on IG. She can't be this bad.
Will everyone have a dedicated primary care provider?
We're going to hit 100% with the help of Dr. Jane Philpott, well-renowned right across the country. But we've also built, as I said, over 50 new hospital sites or additions, $50 billion. And we're going to continue to invest into the doctors, over 15,000 people, over 3,500 new beds, and another 3,000 on top of that. But you can't do this without the foundation, and that's the economy. And each of them fail on the economy. It's very simple.
All right, that is time. Doug Ford, thank you very much. We're going to
All right,
turn
I'm
now
not gonna
to
lie.
our first
Doug Ford's answer was
debate
the best there.
where anyone...
Doug Ford's answer was the absolute best there. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, healthcare. They're still talking about healthcare. What are prices are going up? What will you do to help? Okay, I like this. We
Disagree. See, Mike looks at that as that $200, and so do my other two colleagues. It's their money. That's what they believe. It is the government's money. Well, let me tell you, folks, it's your money. That's what you paid into. And when we saw more revenue come up to the coffers, we believe that it goes back to the people to stimulate the economy, to go out and you might be able to do something you might otherwise not be able to do. We believe in giving back taxes.
All right, that is time.
You guys believe in keep charging
time.
taxes.
Doug Ford, thank you very much. I'll turn to Marit Stiles on the original question. What will you do to help alleviate the cost of living?
Well, first of all, you mentioned rent. Rent in Ontario is up 38%, right? Let that sink in. 38% across the province on average since 2018. That's amazing. And it's not just in cities like Toronto, it's in every community.
Wait, how is that amazing? Oh, does she mean like amazing as in like that's like crazy? But like, wait a minute, but that wasn't.
Let that sink in. Third of all, you mentioned rent. Rent in Ontario is up 38%, right? Let that sink in. 38% across the province on average since 2018. That's amazing. And it's not just in cities like Toronto, it's in every community across this province. We are seeing that.
Personally, I don't think that's amazing. I think that's sad if rent is up. Does she mean rent like prices? Yeah, we're talking about prices. She said rent is up. That means the price of rent. Yeah, everyone knows that the rent is going up. I don't understand how that's amazing. I think that's bad. I think you got to bring down those prices so people can live in an apartment or a basement or a house or something. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
I have a plan.
Okay, she has a plan. She has a plan. She said she has a plan. Okay, I want to hear this plan.
Every community across this province, we are seeing that.
Let's go.
I have a plan.
Boom.
To not only bring back rent control, but
Okay.
also keep more money in your pocket by bringing in a grocery rebate.
Oh, I like to hear that. Money in my pockets. All right, let's see how she's gonna do it though.
Control, but also keep more money in your pocket by bringing in a grocery rebate program. And I think it's really essential because people need that now. What that means is that every month you're going to get a check back that covers some of the costs, money back in your pocket, and you could spend that on food. And we're also going to fix the problem of price gouging by all of these grocery CEOs with a consumer watchdog. It's about time we did that. And one thing I can tell you is you're going to get about a check for about $120.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I tripping?
For a family of 4 back every month.
For some reason, my audio, right, is in these, but it's also coming out of my laptop. Look.
In your pocket, and you could spend.
But I swear it's also coming out of these. I swear. Wait a minute.
On food, and we're also.
How does that even happen? There's got to be something in the settings. Oh my God. Bro, so pretty much I was recording, and as y'all saw, so I got a little bit confused with the audio, right? So I started checking out the audio a little bit, and next thing you know, my whole system crashed, right? The audio crashed. For some reason, I tried to change up the audio a little, and then because I changed up the audio settings, the videos wouldn't work. I don't know. It was crazy. I'm telling y'all, it was crazy. I've been trying to fix this audio now for like over an hour. I finally fixed it. That's how it is. I'm still a rookie at, YouTube, so I'm learning along the way. But I still got a vote to make on February 27th, and this vote is very important for me as it is my first time voting. So I'm about to hop back right into the video exactly from where we began. And I remember what I was talking about. The NDP girl was talking about some sort of plan.
I am not going to be giving a $200 check to Galen Weston.
All right, Stiles, thanks very much. I'll turn back to Doug Ford to have your core response to the question, what will you do to help ease the cost of living?
Well, this is where we fundamentally disagree. Fundamentally, we're the only government in the history of Ontario that's never raised taxes.
That's the big deal. The only government in the history of Ontario to never raise taxes. If he's saying this right now and it's true, that's a big deal. No one's arguing it so far, so that's... And he's looking into the camera, you know what I mean? Unlike the other girl.
It's their money. There's never been a tax they don't like or a toll they don't want to hike. That's the difference between myself and my three folks on the stage here.
Okay, we do have a debate coming up
momentarily. All right, you know what? Doug Ford gave an amazing answer, I gotta say. I really liked his answer. It was confident. He was looking into the camera. He was spitting facts. No one was arguing with him. I gotta respect it.
To Bonnie Crombie on this core issue of bringing down cost of living.
Let me just ask you at home, Is your life more affordable today than it was 7 years ago? I bet the answer to that is no, because I hear from people everywhere I go. They can't afford to even buy their groceries and pay their rent in the same month. And it's a really cold February, and they're using a lot of money paying for heating bills. I'm not okay with that, people in food banks. After 7 years of promises, we got nothing. We got no.
She keeps reading, man.
No action. You were promised a tax cut, but you never got it.
She keeps reading off the damn paper, bro. Holy smokes. Stop reading off the paper.
Even buy their groceries and pay their rent in the same month. And it's a really cold February, and they're using a lot of money paying for heating bills. Here's what I'll do with Ontario Liberals. I'm going to cut your taxes. Yes, your income tax, and you'll pay 22% less on the first $75,000. I'll also take the HST off your home heating and your hydro bills, and I will build homes that are more affordable because we're going to take off those hidden taxes, and there will be no tax on carbon.
Okay, she's looking at her paper right now, but she just broke a record. I think she literally just went like 15 seconds maybe without looking at the damn paper. I'm being genuine. Y'all think I'm trolling right now? I'm proud of her. I am proud of her. She went a few seconds there without looking at the paper. I was actually quite impressed right now.
You can take my word for it. We will double the ODSP for people living with disabilities. We'll also phase in rent controls, and we're going to look at auto insurance premiums because they're out of check.
I'm trying to find. Let's go one more question right here. You know what? This is going to be my deciding question. I don't even care. The question here is, first of all, they brought in a brown guy, so you know we gotta go here. Hold on. It's estimated that more than 80,000 Ontarians were homeless last year. What will you do to end homelessness? Let's see what they gotta say.
To end encampments. It is estimated that more than 80,000 Ontarians were homeless last year. What will your party do to end homelessness?
Well, first of all, I mean, the answer to homelessness is building homes. So,
I'm confused.
The answer to homelessness is building homes. Well, first of all, I mean, the answer to homelessness is building homes.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I might gotta go for Premier. I'm 18. I think I could legally do it. She just said the way to end homelessness is building homes. Are you serious right now? That's the solution? The way to end homelessness is building homes? Let me hear her full answer, but horrible start. Talk about a way to lose someone. Listen, she follows me on IG. So I pray to God that she comes back from this and the rest of her answer.
End homelessness.
Well, first of all, I mean, the answer to homelessness is building homes. So the first thing that we announced as part of our big platform was Homes Ontario, which is where we get the government back in the business of finally building affordable, permanently affordable housing again. And, you know, we had programs like that up until the mid-90s when the Liberals in Ottawa and here, the Conservatives here in Ontario can't.
Things were very different in the 90s, all right? NDP hasn't been in power for many years. It was probably the damn 90s or the 80s last time they were in power. I didn't like her answer. She lost me. Well, once you lose someone in the beginning of the answer, it's hard to get them back.
All of that. We need to get back in the business way ahead right now if we still had those people. But 60,000 of those are supportive housing. And that's really our homeless, this Premier and his government.
Now she's blaming the Premier. Now she's blaming the Premier.
So actually,
Green Party. Which one's this? I must have missed some. Let me make sure I didn't miss a good one. Do with the youth crime.
In this response?
Whatever. You know what? Let's watch this one. Let's watch a youth crime real quick. In Ontario, car thefts have gone crazy. People are breaking into homes, stealing car keys, all sorts of things, okay? So crime is definitely an issue in Ontario. This is something that is kind of important to me. I'm not going to lie.
Youth crime. Teenagers are being arrested in smash and grab robberies, in car theft, and in some cases, murder. What will you do to deal with youth crime?
Oh, first of all, we led the way on bail reform. I don't believe that no matter if it's a 17-year-old or a 22-year-old, that should get a slap on the wrist when they kick in the door and put a gun to someone's head or, unfortunately, murder someone. I don't believe in that. I believe in throwing them in jail. I believe in hiring tough judges and justices of the peace because we've seen this happen, and nothing frustrates our great police officers more than this. They arrest someone, throw them in the cruiser, and the guy in the back is saying, I'll be out before your end of your shift, and guess what?
I like what he's saying right now, you know? He's saying throw them in jail. I like that right there.
He gets out because of the weak policies that Bonnie Crombie and the Liberals, federal Liberals, it's catch and release. Let little Johnny out 10 times on bail to recommit the exact same crime.
He's saying Bonnie Crombie let little Johnny out 3 times. Okay, so he's pretty much saying keep them in jail. This is an issue right now. You know, people are going in jails and then they get bailed out the next day. So this is, I like what he's saying, actually.
I believe in making sure they stay in jail and there's consequences
I like that.
when you start terrorizing neighborhoods.
Oh,
and that's what we're seeing in Toronto,
I like
GTA.
this.
We're investing in our police like they've never seen before.
All right, Doug Ford, thank you very much.
Good answer.
Question of what you'll do to respond to
Let me also say how proud I am of my record in the city of Mississauga and people elect. Let me also say how proud I am of my record in the city of Mississauga and people electing me with 78% of the vote because I created jobs. I brought in investment. I brought in.
Listen, nothing against her, okay? I don't know. I just feel like there's something about her. It's like she reminds me of one of those vice principals that never liked me. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
So say how proud I am of my record in the city of Mississauga and people electing me with 78% of the vote because I created jobs. I brought in investment.
Yeah, she's like one of those teachers that no one likes. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from her. I'm not gonna lie.
Me with 78% of the vote because I created jobs. I brought in investment. I set us up for growth and economic development. And I'm very proud of that. But you know what? Something in Ontario has changed. People just don't feel safe anymore. They lock their doors. They put their cars inside their garages because we see carjackings and break-and-enters and home invasions like we've never seen before in the past 7 years. Under this government, things have gotten out of control.
She's talking about what is going on right now. She's not saying what she's going to do to help. You know what I'm saying? Her answer right now is very generic. You know, people feel scared. They have to park their cars in their garage. Like, I know, but like, what are you going to do to help? You know? She's not really answering.
We will be hard on crime, but I will also tackle the causes of crime because we need to invest more in our youth and get them invested into programs.
And on the core question.
Oh, it's me? My
turn?
Yeah,
no, I think we've covered it there. So we can shift on now to Mike Schreiner on this question around.
Don't I get 30 seconds?
You did get 30 seconds.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought
you were finished.
No,
if you're not done,
not at all.
Please go
not
ahead.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What the hell just happened here? Hold on a minute.
It's me? My turn?
Wait. I'm so confused.
Invested into programs.
And on the core question.
Oh, it's me? My turn?
I think we've covered it there. So on the core question.
Let me just say one thing right here, okay? I know there's a fact in America. 90% of the media is run by Democrats, okay? In Canada, the Liberal Party is like America's Democratic Party, okay? She is the Ontario leader of the Liberal Party. Look, this is a little fishy. What is going on over here?
Need to invest more in our youth and get them invested into programs.
And on the core question.
Okay, am I wrong? She's done her answer. She finished saying what she wanted to say.
Invest more in our youth and get them invested into programs.
And on the core question.
Oh, it's me? My turn?
I think we've covered it there.
He said, no, I think we've covered it there. So she said, is it my turn? He said, no, we covered it. She just spoke. Why would it be her turn? Right? Wait a minute.
We can shift on now to Mike Schreiner on this question around.
Don't I get 30 seconds?
You did get 30 seconds.
Oh.
She just said, don't I get 30 seconds? He said, you did get 30 seconds. He doubled down. First he said, we've already covered it. You've had your turn. Now he's saying you did get 30 seconds. So that's twice. He's confused. What the hell is she trying to do, right? Let's see. Hold on.
Mike Schreiner on this question around.
Don't I get 30 seconds?
You did get 30 seconds.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were
finished.
No,
you're not done.
not at all.
Please go ahead.
Oh, she's not done.
Let me say that things have.
She was done. I saw it, bro. She literally. This is sus. I feel like the media is with her, man. I feel like the media is with her. This is fishy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if I'm tripping right now. Okay, I don't think I'm wrong. This is what I see. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just interpreting this, but this is what I'm observing. Okay. Anyways, so we got Marit Styles. You know what I mean? She follows me on IG, and that's respect. You know, if you follow me on IG, that's automatic. That's an automatic respect right there, right? But Doug Ford, I'm not gonna lie, he was making sense with some of the stuff he was saying. You know, Marit Styles talking about we're gonna end homelessness by building more homes, right? I might gotta vote for Doug Ford. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna vote for Doug Ford. Here's why. I think he did the best in this debate, and I said that's what I'm gonna go based off. I think Doug Ford won this debate, so that's my opinion. Number two, everyone knows Justin Trudeau's about to get booted off, right? The Conservative Party is probably gonna have federal power and be in power federally. So it would just make sense if the Conservative Party has power federally, then our province should also have a conservative government. It would just make everything less complicated, more simple. And this guy has experience. He's already been our premier for a few years. I don't know if I can vote for Marit Styles. I just feel like it's probably going to be a waste of a vote too. You know what I mean? Conservatives are going to win. Doug Ford's ahead in the polls. I'm going to vote for Doug Ford. And that's pretty much it.